Good morning. I'm speaking from the headquarters of Film Power, and I just want to tell you a few things to make your life so much easier if you're in business. Lots of things are never thought about. People get so excited about something they're going to do, they forget everything, the simple steps that make it happen. So I wanted to manage a band, and I have done. The first thing I'd look at the band is, was it really unique? Was it fantastic? Was the musicianship of the artist going to go on a few years once they've made that first record? Or were they just fly-by-night lot? I didn't ever look for the fly-by-night people. I wanted really great people who did it. And I was lucky. I had some introductions to great people by a guy called Peter Bardens. Through him, I met Mick Fleetwood, Van Morrison, Peter Green, and Peter Green was really the top man I loved more than anybody else. When you meet them, you must become their friend if you like them. It's no good just being a manager. You really want to live their lifestyle, be the way they are up to a point. I mean, you can't, if they're taking drugs, you don't exactly get involved in that. That would be stupid. But you know, you have to understand them, and the only way we did in the 60s is through smoking cannabis. I'll be quite honest with you, I like spliffing up, I always did. But that didn't mean I went silly with it, I just had a few occasionally, but at least I could be on their wavelength. And it's being on wavelengths that's very important. My dad once said to me back in the 1950s, never sit in a room looking out the window wishing you were out the window instead of inside the building. Because the way I work, you've got complete freedom in your life. And I'll tell you how we do it. I'll give you an example. Brian Morrison once, when he had Pink Floyd, was pissed off with all the work he had to put in with the band. He didn't want to do that. He just wanted to manage them, but do it in a different way. And in Charing Cross Road in London, there was another guy sitting in the corner we'd employed called Steve O'Rourke. He was an Irish guy, a very good booker. He booked bands out. And we went to lunch, Maury, and he was complaining about it was too much work for him to do it and so on. I said, look, when you get back in the building, do something. And he said, what do you mean? I said, you know what I mean. And he looked at me and we both grinned because we were on the same wavelength. And what happened is Brian gave Steve O'Rourke a cut of the band and said, you go and manage them. That meant Brian was free, like I was free. I believed in hands-on management, but with a manager. And that's the first secret you get. So when you've got a business, what do you want to do, like Mark Zuckerberg or anybody else? Collect around you a few great people. You have the vision and they can create the vision for you because they're good at their job. So make sure your mates in business are fantastic. They know the business backwards, forwards, sideways. And the way to do that, if you don't know something, well, you've got Google, haven't you? Just Google it. We all do it. I do it. So keep everything simple. Do everything in simple steps. Don't spend any money. That's the biggest thing you want to do in business because you don't want to have a kind of monkey on your back for the next 20 years where you borrow 20,000, you're still trying to pay it back. So that's my first talk to you today. It's simple. Keep it simple. Have a vision. Don't get so involved that you can, well, do get involved, but don't get so stuck up in the minutium of the business that you can, you don't want to be the cleaner of the business or anything else. You want to be the governor who looks at a business firmly, tightly, and surely. Okay, I hope I haven't been too, crazy about talking about this, but that's what I mean. Okay, God bless you, and I'll be back with you tomorrow.